The Food Tech for the Future program provides digitized tabletop greenhouses controlled by a Raspberry Pi to low-income and Title I schools across the Phoenix metropolitan area. Students learn both STEM and agricultural skills through learning how to grow food in the food computers, while also practicing computer science and coding by interacting with the Raspberry Pi. The Arizona Sustainability Alliance is a 501c3 nonprofit organization founded in 2017. AZSA focuses on 5 sustainability priority areas, including sustainable food systems, conservation, urban forestry, renewable energy, and cities. The Food Tech for the Future program is included in our Sustainable Food Systems priority, which is focused on connecting people to their local food systems through community engagement, education, and project-based solutions. I'm Juila Colbert, I'm the Education Director, and I started working on the Food Tech for the Future program the beginning of last school year, and I was really interested in getting students more engaged in STEM while also connecting them to local food systems. We identified a gap that a lot of children and even adults aren't aware of where their food comes from. The easy fix might seem like providing students directly with healthy food. However, that doesn't fix these long-term problems of students not having access to healthy food throughout their lives or knowledge of where their food comes from. By providing food computers to schools, students are learning how to grow food directly from their classrooms. Really engaging students in this type of hands-on STEM learning is going to prepare them for a future where they're going to be engaged and connected to their local food system. Schools are provided with the food computers. Educators participate in a 6-week curriculum developed by AZSA in collaboration with Mars Farm, and with them we train teachers in how to build the food computers, teach with the food computers, and then engage their students further in how to grow food. Students learn about where food comes from, how to grow food, what seeds are, how to cook with the types of seeds and plants that they're growing, and then also they learn how to use computer science and coding to control the elements of the food computer. Students participate in the entire growing process, from germinating seeds to putting the seeds into the rock wool, to putting the rock wool into the net cups, and then putting in the nutrients into the hydroponic system to help the plants grow over time. A food computer is controlled by a Raspberry Pi microprocessor that's connected to a temperature sensor, a humidity sensor, a CO2 sensor, and a camera. And all of those things talk to each other through the Raspberry Pi, and all of that data is stored on a server, and then students can actually access all of that data through the Mars Farm online portal. Students can track how CO2 levels change over time, temperature and humidity change over time, and then analyze that data and do anything they want to with it. Make pivot tables, do math word problems, but they're actually getting to use data based on the plants that they're growing and have been involved in that entire process. So it's a really unique way to get students more engaged in the type of work that they're doing in school from something they've actually participated in, rather than just kind of examples that would be used in a typical textbook. Teachers have been really excited about this program. It's something completely new that they would have never expected. It's been really fun to work with them over the past year, since we tell them we're going to be giving them a food computer and they're like, okay, that's cool, and we showed them pictures and everything, but it was amazing to see the look on their faces, even though we did some builds virtually this year, to see them doing the unboxing and putting everything together, and the puzzle pieces started fitting together in their minds, where they were like, oh, this makes sense. This is really cool that I'm teaching my students how to grow using hydroponics in my classroom, and then also engaging them in these STEM skills that they need to be able to be successful in their future, and I can do these at the same time directly from my classroom using curriculum that's already been developed and with support from a nonprofit that really cares about the success of students in schools. Over the course of the program, students have definitely gained interest in science, technology, engineering, and math fields. They really enjoy the hands-on aspects of the food computers and learning how to apply computer science and coding in new ways that they really wouldn't have thought of before. Oftentimes, students practice coding just through kind of online platforms or learning management systems, but a food computer is a really hands-on way to get them to practice using Python or using JavaScript or HTML and actually making changes within a system, rather than just talking about it or kind of practicing on a website that they may never see the end result of. My favorite part of the Food Tech for the Future program is all of the questions I get from students. They ask me a lot of things even I don't know the answers to, and oftentimes I'll have them do their own research, or I go do my own research, such as why do you have fans, or why do you put gravel into the rock wool, or why do you do all of these different types of things, and they're really not afraid to kind of poke holes in things and question how things work and why they work and why they're doing them. So I love not knowing answers to things a lot of the times, and really having students begin to think creatively and more systemically about how all of these things work together, because that means that they're being set up for success in their future. Part of this program is really working closely with educators and administrators and students to make sure that we're providing all of the right information and training and support that they need to be successful throughout the year. And in the future, we're really hoping to focus more on collaborating with career and technical education programs at schools to really work with schools and districts to develop out curriculum and activities for students to get hands-on experience that will prepare them for college and career. 10 years down the road, I would love to see a food computer in every school in the Valley and potentially the state of Arizona. I think it's such an amazing tool to be able to teach students about how to grow food in their food system and also give them hands-on STEM skills that they can bring into their future. I would like there to be a network of educators that work together and collaborate on solving challenges with food computers and connecting their students. Maybe they can have different research competitions or research presentations or something along those lines to really get them connected to all of the sustainability problems and also solutions in our state.